I sent the record straight. You feel me? I ain't wearing no wigs. I ain't wearing no motherfucking heels. I ain't wearing no motherfucking lipstick for views. Know what I'm saying? None of that. You know what I'm saying? So if that's what you're looking for, if that's what you're looking for, you might as well just keep on going and keep on scrolling. You see what I'm saying? Because guess what? At the end of the day, what worked for Tyler Perry is what worked for Tyler Perry. You know what I'm saying? What worked for Martin Lawrence is what worked for Martin Lawrence. Everybody can't do that. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? I ain't even finna try to copy nobody's style, and I ain't even trying to bite nobody's swag. I ain't finna try to bite nobody's swag. I ain't finna try to copy nobody's style. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna first off let that there be known right there. You see what I'm saying? Like for example, if I was to wear a wig and throwing some lipstick like Shanae, you know what I'm saying? You don't get me wrong now. You got some real ones who about their ethics, their morals, and their values, and they will let go my hand. You see what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, people do anything for clout. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes what you can't do is sell your soul. So you got some real ones who will be like, oh no, I can't mess with Buddy. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? You also got for them 10 people that might just let go my hand, you got 100,000 people that's gonna come running, knocking at the door, trying to get you to motherfucking sign contracts and trying to get you to motherfucking be down with them and they devious behaviors. But I say no, nope, nope. I won't go. I won't stand for it. Not today, not tomorrow, and I wouldn't have done it yesterday. You see what I'm saying? Because guess what? Right is right and wrong is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, Tyler Perry, let's talk about it. Tyler Perry, you know, people say Tyler Perry funny. You know what I'm saying? We ain't talking about comical, hilarious. We talking about people saying Tyler Perry is a little, you know, with all that Medea stuff. But at the same time, that brother paid. You can't hate on the brother. The brother is paid, and he got his money up doing that. And guess what? A lot of y'all done went to see Boo and Die of a Mad Black Woman, and you know what I'm saying, or the family reunion. And then a lot of y'all used to buy his little plays back when it was $5 back in the day. So we ain't about Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry done did his thing. Ain't about Tyler Perry. It's about me right now. And what I'm trying to tell you is I ain't finna wear no wigs. I ain't finna wear no lipstick. I ain't finna wear no heels for no views and no clout. And guess what? Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, what worked for Tyler Perry is what worked for Tyler Perry. What worked for Martin Lawrence is what worked for Martin Lawrence. I ain't finna copy nobody's swag. I ain't finna copy nobody's style. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? At the end of the day, you got, like I'm gonna tell you one more time, you got some people who about their ethics, their morals, their values, who will let go my hand if they catch me in the wig. But guess what? You got a lot of people that like to sell their soul. If they see me in the wig, they gonna come knocking at the door. They gonna try to get me to sign contracts. They gonna try to get me to be down with them in their devious behaviors. But I say no, no, I won't go for it. Because at the end of the day, what Tyler Perry don't realize, even if he ain't funny on the DL, really what you're doing is mocking them people that's really, really talking about, hey girl, talk to the hand child. You really mocking them in their life story. Know what I'm saying? Guess what? That ain't fair to them. Don't get me wrong, I ain't down with them people. But at the same time, them people is people. And they deserve respect. So you shouldn't be mocking them people and making fun of their motherfucking life's journey. So, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, I ain't wearing no lipstick. I ain't selling my soul. I don't want the fame that bad. I do not want the fame that bad. And I can tell you that I won't want it tomorrow. I don't want it today. And I damn sure ain't want it yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? To be honest with you, when it came down to this here, I always wanted fame, and I always wanted for my name to be on a star in Hollywood. It wasn't never about no dollar to me. For me, it was about the people and the awards. The people and the awards. That's what it was about to me. You see what I'm saying? Because guess what? I can get money in the streets. You talking to a real one. I ain't never need lights and cameras for a check. I didn't. I don't, and I never will. I do this shit whether it's rapping, singing, producing, directing, or whether it's telling a few jokes for the for the sport of it all. I do it for the sport of it all. I ain't never need a dollar out this shit. I've been getting money a long time. I ain't never need a dollar out this shit. You see what I'm saying? And also on top of that, since we talking about some real stuff, I want to let you know that, you know what I'm saying, man, allow your children to be children. Children shouldn't have no phone until they 12, maybe 11. You know what I'm saying? Until a child is 12 years old or maybe 11, a child shouldn't have no phone, dog. What they gonna do? Call the police on you when you whoop their ass? Come on, it's too many children walking around, it's too many 4-year-olds walking around with iPhones. I'm sick of it. Too many 4-5-year-olds walking around with an iPhone. And then guess what? Because you don't buy them no ice cream, the detectives at your motherfucking door. This shit sad. When is it gonna stop? You know what I'm saying? Back in my day, you ain't had no phone until your ass got to the 5th grade. Maybe the 4th. But guess what? Now, y'all got y'all kindergartners walking around with a whole phone. Now I understand y'all want y'all children safe. What's up, Red Anderson? What's up, Red Anderson? Glad to have you in the building. Know what I'm saying? One thing about me, I might, know what I'm saying, be talking, but guess what? I'm still gonna read the comments. I'm still gonna engage with y'all. I don't care if it's 100 comments coming through at one time. I'm not bougie. And I'm not just running my mouth, I'm talking about some real shit. I'm not talking about no fake stuff. I'm not talking about no flaw stuff. If you want to hear that stuff that's exaggerated, if you want to hear that stuff that's pontificated, then by all means, I understand that this ain't the channel for you. But around here, we talk about what's going on. And every now and then, we talk about the things y'all want to talk about. Like, we can talk about the things y'all want to talk about right now. But know what I'm saying? I want to say, know what I'm saying? You know, allow your children to be children. Don't make them grow up so fast with all this phone business. You feel me? Because guess what? At the end of the day, when your child is 6, 7 years old, all they got to do is talk to you and talk to their teachers. Really, you can't even really trust nobody in the church like that, though, to be honest. Because them people in the church be a little sick, a little twisted, and they probably might try to take advantage of your children, putting them all in the choir and letting them go on church events and all that. No. At the end of the day, when you young and you 6, 7 years old, all you really got to do is just talk to your parents, and all you got to do is talk to your teachers. You don't need no phone. Not at no 4, 5 years old. You don't. And guess what? A lot of people they kept. I seen it say 1,000 views to go on to say now it's only 100 views. I see that. You know what I'm saying? People think I'm slow because you don't like what I'm saying. Because guess what? That means I'm not judging the way nobody. I'm not trying to tell nobody how to parent. Let's make that clear. I'm not telling nobody how to parent because guess what? At the end of the day, we all make mistakes, and you know what I'm saying. Sometimes what we don't get right with the first child, we get right with the second child. And sometimes what we don't get right with the second child, we get right with the third child. So basically, that's a part of parenting. You know what I'm saying? You make mistakes along the road. And know what I'm saying? What you don't get right with the first child, you learn how to correct that thing and motherfucking and get it right with that second child. You see what I'm saying? So basically, what I'm saying is children don't need phones. And let me not say it so aggressively. Children don't need phones at no 4, 5 years old. Because think about it. I'm being dead real with you. If you spank them, if you whoop them, detectives going to be at your door. You don't need that. You trying to work. You trying to put a roof over their head. You trying to put clothes on their back. You trying to put food in their body. You trying to keep a roof over their head, put shoes over their feet. You do not need to have your child walking around with a phone at 4 years old, an iPhone at that, so they can call the police when you spank them. That's just unnecessary. Like I told you, I ain't trying to tell nobody how to raise their child because we all make mistakes. And guess what? What you don't get right with the first child, you get right with the second child. And what you don't get right with that second child, you learn to get it right with that third child. And sometimes if you don't get it right with none of your children, you learn to get it right with your grandchildren. It's called a circle of life, people. It's called learning from your experiences, learning from and having trials and tribulations, and being able to say, you know what? I'm stronger, I'm wiser, and I'm better than I was yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And also, I want to give a shout out to all the real fathers that still apply belt to ass. I want to send a special shout out to I'm talking about biological fathers now. Don't get me wrong now. Stepdad I appreciate you for raising I commend you for raising children that ain't yours. and stepping up and being a real man to when the buster ran off. But I'm talking about to the biological fathers that's actually putting belt on ass. Yeah, I commend you on that because guess what? What you doing is stopping that child from robbing the bank. What you doing is stopping that child from killing somebody. What you doing is stopping that child from ruining his life. Because the Bible says if you spoil the rod, you spoil the child. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, now don't get it twisted. I'm not saying knuckle up and just go to Muhammad Ali with that child. No, it's a such thing as going too far. But it's all right for a real man to go ahead and take his belt off, you know, and go ahead and get jiggy on a child's ass. Especially if that child is disrespecting his mama, disrespecting his teachers, you know what I'm saying? Or smacking his teeth and rolling his eyes at you. Like you ain't finna do shit. Then that's when you gotta go ahead and take your belt off, dog. Cause guess what? If not, that child if you really care about that child, if you really love that child, you better whoop his ass. You better whoop her ass. You better not let her go too far. You better not let her go off the deep end. Sometimes you gotta whoop a child ass to save them. And guess what? If it's a lot of people ain't gonna like what I just said. But you know why? Because that's because they piss poor motherfucking parents. That's because they really don't care about the children. That's because they feel like, oh, my child do what they want. Not my child. My child, ain't nobody whooping my child. No, your child better get his ass whooped. Because if not, the streets gonna whoop your child ass. You better whoop your child ass before the streets whoop your child ass. And you don't want the streets whooping your child ass, now do you? So it's best you do it ahead of time and to stop your child from running them streets. Stop your child from bending them corners. Don't get me wrong. When that child turns 17, that child gonna rebel. Sometimes children rebel for 2 weeks just to fit in with their friends. Sometimes children rebel for months. And some children, like me, for example, hell, I rebelled for a decade or more. I rebelled for a decade or more. But guess what? I'm stronger, I'm wiser, I'm getting my shit together. And know what I'm saying, I honor my mother and my father. Because I want my days to live long. I want my days not to be cut short. You see what I'm saying? I want to actually make it to 104 years old. Yeah, know what I'm saying? They say they say a real gangster, they say if you make it to see 25, nigga, you a OG. That's what they say. Yeah, if you make it to see 25, nigga, you a OG. But guess what? No, man, I'm a real gangster. I want to see 104. Nigga, foes up. I want to see 104 around here. You see what I'm saying? If I don't make it to see 104, I ain't did shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, for example, I'm in my 30s. And guess what? A lot of my best friends from elementary school, dead, gone. Like, for example, I just lost one of my best friends last year. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you his first name. I just lost my friend Ray. You know what I'm saying? Ray was my best friend, dog, back in 4th grade. You know what I'm saying? What happened with Ray was Ray got into a shootout with his own brother. I'm talking about with his biological brother. Ray got into a shootout with his biological brother, and when the police showed up, the police just looked at who was the aggressor, and know what I'm saying, whoever they felt like was the most source of imminent danger, and just so happened it turned out to be Ray, and the police killed Ray. You see what I'm saying? It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. So basically what the moral of the story is, save your children. You know what I'm saying? Because they special. They might not be special to nobody else, but they special to you. So if they, you know what I'm saying, with that being said, take your belt off sometime. Take your belt off. Whoop a little ass. Because you don't want the streets whooping your child ass. You don't want the penitentiary whooping your child ass. You don't want the prison whooping your child ass. You don't want the police, that's the crooked police, whooping your child ass. So it's best you do it. Because like they said when you was coming up, they say, I brought you in this world, I'll take you out. Didn't they say that? They say, I brought you in this world. They say, I brought you in this world, I'll take you out. Right? So okay then. So if you know what I'm saying, so if you brought that child in this world, it's up to you to make that correction. You know what I'm saying? Now another thing is this. Like, what we're gonna address is this right here. Like, I'm gonna say the things I wanna say. Because guess what? I ain't make it this life. I ain't make it this long in life to have a muzzle around my mouth. You know what I'm saying? I ain't make it this long in life to have a muzzle around my mouth. You know what I'm saying? Shout outs to everybody that's in attendance. Shout outs to everybody that's in attendance. Shout outs to everybody that could make it this morning. Shout outs to everybody that's shout outs to everybody that's here with us today. Shout out to everyone that's here with us today. Because guess what? God put that breath in your body for a reason. God put that breath in your body for a reason. Somebody that was alive yesterday ain't alive no more today. Somebody that was breathing yesterday ain't no longer breathing today. So guess what? I want you to just realize that God kept you here through it all. And God kept me here through it all. And guess what? I just want to say, I made it. Another day's journey. God kept me here. Through it all, I made it. Another day's journey. But God kept me here. Through it all, I made it. I made it. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like, we fall down, but we get up. It ain't about how you fell down. It's about how you got back up. And then life is what you gotta continue to do is you gotta continue to bounce back. You gotta continue to get back up. You gotta continue to keep striving. You gotta continue to keep pushing. You gotta continue to keep elevating. You gotta continue to keep reaching. You gotta continue to keep teaching. You gotta continue to keep soaring. You gotta continue to keep flying. You gotta continue to keep moving. You gotta continue to keep gliding. You gotta continue to keep holding on. You got to continue to keep riding. You got to continue to keep keeping on. You got to continue to keep keeping strong. You got to continue to keep your mind. You got to continue to not waste your time. You got to continue to watch and observe. You got to continue to look and learn. You got to continue to pray. You got to continue every day. You got to continue when there is no will to continue. You got to continue when there is no visualization of a way. You just got to keep on continuing. That's all you got to do is just keep on continuing. Know what I'm saying? And guess what? Another thing, what I want to let you know right here is this. Ladies, it ain't nothing wrong with holding your man down until he gets on his feet. There's nothing wrong with it. Oprah did it. Oh, and so many other women have done it. I want to repeat that to you. Ladies, there's nothing wrong with holding your man down until he get on his feet. Know what I'm saying? But you know what that means? That means keeping him filled with them food stamps. And that means keeping the roof over his head. Ain't nothing wrong with that, baby. Know what I'm saying? If you down for your man, keep him filled with them food stamps. Keep a roof over his head. But guess what? Once he gets it into his mind that he supposed to take your car, pick you up, drop you off, take you to work, pick you up, drop you off, pick you up, drop you off, take you to work, drop you off, pick you up, take you off, drop you off. Then he just dogging your ass. Don't be no fool for nobody. Know what I'm saying? The same way you try to help your home girls, the same way you try to help that person at the store that's begging for 50 cents. Hell, I encourage you to help your man the same way. There's nothing wrong with that, ladies. But at the same time, don't let no man dog you. Don't let him mistreat you. Don't let him misuse you and abuse you. For you are somebody. So if all he wants to do is just take you to work and drop you off, take you to work and drop you off, and he ride around in your shit all day, and then when he pick you up, you swear your shit smell like smoke and sex, it's time to put an end to that shit. Cause your nose ain't tripping. Your nose ain't tripping. When he pick you up in your car, it smell like smoke and sex. Your nose ain't tripping. Or if it smell like it's fresh air, what they call it, it's fresh air freshener, or fresh car scents. But guess what? There was nothing wrong with the old car scent. Or if your car look a little too clean. Don't get me wrong now. Don't get me wrong now. You know, for you, if you let him hold the car, it would be nice to think that he just took it upon himself to clean the car. But come on, ladies, let's be real. Let's be real. If you let your man hold your car and he pick you up and take you to work and drop you off, and when he come pick you back up to work, then guess what? If your car is too damn clean and it smells too damn, what's up, Tony Bands? Bands will make a dance. Oh, that's my man's right there, Tony Bands. So you know what I'm saying? So ladies, when that man pick you up and your car to smell too clean, come on. If it's spotless, come on. That mean he done had a girl all in the back seat. That mean he been airing them out all day. Or when you know what I'm saying, or when you come pick you up, your shit smell like smoke and sex, your nose ain't tripping. Your nose ain't tripping. Like one time it was back, like it been a long time now, but about 9 years ago, I was in a relationship with a chick, and I could have swore I smelled cologne on her. You know what I'm saying? But the shit was so strong, it's like, bitch, you had to been laid, a nigga had to been on top of you for this motherfucking smell to be like this. Like, what the fuck? You see what I'm saying? But then she tried to tell me my nose is tripping. I don't smell nothing. So basically, a lot of times in relationships, your partner will try to tell you that your nose is tripping, that you don't smell nothing. But if you know damn well you done been around this person and you done been around y'all property for the longest and you ain't never smelled these smells before, follow your nose. Follow your nose. Because guess what? Don't let you know. People gonna try to lie and deny. People gonna try to lie and deny to get themselves out of the situation. Because guess what? Nobody likes being caught with their hand in the cookie jar. Just remember that. Nobody likes having their hand caught in the cookie jar and crumbs all around their mouth. When you specifically said no cookies till after dinner time. But sometimes, you know, you got people that's going to just, some people just want to help themselves. Some people just want to help themselves. Some people just get greedy. Sometimes it ain't that you're not giving them enough. Sometimes it ain't that you ain't providing. Sometimes they just want completely what the fuck is yours. They, in their mind, what's theirs is theirs, and what's yours is theirs too. And they ain't satisfied till they get the whole meal. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, y'all probably might went to the Chinese dinner. Let's say it's a Chinese dinner. Y'all supposed to split it. Right? Y'all supposed to split the Chinese dinner. But for some reason, most of the teriyaki chicken on their plate, or most of the general soy sauce, GSO soy sauce chicken is on their plate. Or if y'all getting the motherfucking steak, the pepper steak with the bell peppers and onions, most of the steak is on their plate. Some people just don't know how to split it up evenly. Literally and figuratively. Some people don't know how to divide it evenly. Some people just greedy. So when you recognize it like that, and especially when it's your meal that you dividing, trying to get them half of what's yours and treat them 50-50 and trying to be a partner with them. No. You better motherfucking get it. You better issue out to them what you want them to have. Now me, I'm the type of person, just so happen, I'm the type of person, either it's gonna be like, if it's mine, we gonna have, either if I'm issuing it out, it's gonna either be 50-50 or it might be 60-40 your way. Know what I'm saying? Sometimes I like to see people have a little more than me. You see what I'm saying? I like to see people have a little more than me when it's my shit. Because that means you're enjoying yourself. And that's what it's about. With me, I want you to enjoy yourself. With me, I don't want you to get no bullshit experience. So guess what? I'm not gonna give you a bullshit dividend. You see what I'm saying? Because I want you to be able to enjoy yourself. That's like, let's say something small as weed smoking. If it's just weed smoking, know what I'm saying? I probably might pass you to J, and knowing I only hit it one time, knowing I only hit it 2 times, I probably might constantly keep passing you to J. Because guess what? When you leave here, I want you to be higher than the motherfucker. So guess what? The same way in life. That's figuratively. But in life, I want you to be high on life. I want you to be high on life. I want you to be able to enjoy your day. I want you to be able to leave me thinking, okay, well, boom, now I can succeed. You see what I'm saying? And guess what? How you gonna succeed if I just did everything to tear you down? If I just did everything to make you feel helpless and hopeless? Most people can't function like that. Most people can't function like that. Like, for example, I'm kind of seeing this chick right now, right? And I ain't gonna say this. I ain't gonna say she got a special effect, but I'm gonna say that with most women, you know what I'm saying, if they be on some bullshit, I could just, okay, I see you on that bullshit. All right, I'll holler at you. Adios. You know what I'm saying? But with this here lady, you know what I'm saying, it's more like, why is you with that bullshit? Like, who the fuck do you take me for? Like, is you trying me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, like, sometimes you might just say some shit that won't allow me to function through the day. And that means, guess what? And now that I told y'all that shit, that means I need to get rid of this person, don't it? If somebody can say some shit that's detrimental to my motherfucking course of my day, that means I don't need your mother. I don't need to be fucked up with you, because I'm very strong-minded. I know how to see and don't see. So since I know how to see and don't see, that means shit. If I'm the type of person that let things roll off the back and things don't affect me, and I got tough skin, thick skin, for you to be a woman saying shit, doing shit that's got me feeling like my head is a basketball that you motherfucking dribbling between your legs, doing a crossover, throwing it behind your bike, passing it to your homegirls, alley-oop dunking that bitch with my head, oh, hell no. That means I need to motherfucking get you out my system, don't it? That means I need to get you out my system. That means you're no good for me. That means you don't respect me as Nikiski. That means you don't see me as motherfucking Chino. You don't see me as Fredo. And if you don't, then that means you need to motherfucking depart from me, because you's a work of iniquity and you have never knew me. Huh? That's what I said. Yeah, that's what I said. I said that if you don't see me as Nikiski, if you don't see me as Chino, Fredo, then you need to depart from me, because you are a work of iniquity and you have never known me. Never. And the song say what? What the song say? If you don't know me by now, you will never ever know me. Ooh, if you don't, yeah, if you don't know me by now, know what I'm saying? But we're gonna get to the matter at hand. The matter at hand is this: children don't belong with no cell phone until they 12 years old. I said it. And I ain't ashamed to say it. Children don't need no cell phone until they 12. Maybe an 11. Maybe 11. Okay, just if you want to just, if you feel like your child grades real been good, or if you just the type of person that like to spoil your child and you can't see him go without, okay, well get the child a phone at 11. No exceptions. No lower than that. Because guess what? What the child gonna do? Call the police if you whoop their ass? Huh? What's gonna happen? You don't buy no ice cream? Detectives at your motherfucking door? I say not today. A child don't need no motherfucking phone unless they 12 or 11. Youngest being 11. Know what I'm saying? Let your children be children. Let your children, don't. But you wonder why they grew up so fast, don't you? You wonder why they around here killing people. Why they around here robbing banks, don't you? You wonder that shit. It ain't the child's fault. It's your motherfucking fault. For not applying belt to motherfucking ass. For not applying belt to ass, it's your motherfucking fault. Because the Bible says if you spoil the rod, you spoil the child. Sometimes it takes an ass whooping to save that child from themselves. Sometimes it takes an ass whooping to save that child from themselves. Because guess what? I know you rather whoop that child ass before the streets whoop that child ass. I know you rather whoop that child ass before the prison system whoop that child ass. I know you rather whoop that child ass before the judge and the prosecutors whoop that child ass. So with that being said, if that child disrespecting his mama, if that child disrespecting his teachers, if that child ain't moving quick enough when you say, and you the motherfucking man, you better whoop that motherfucking ass out the frame. And you better get jiggy with that belt. Because at the end of the day, shout outs to the women it's women out there who actually play the mother and the father. There's women out there that's actually single moms that are the mother and the father. But guess what? They can only do so much. Be real. They can only do so much. By the time a child 8 years with a single mom, by the time a child is 8 years old, especially a boy, by the time a boy is 8 years old, they taking the belt from the mama. They saying enough of this shit. Enough of this shit, Brico. Enough of this shit, Jasmine. Enough of this shit, Tanya. You ain't putting your motherfucking hands on me no motherfucking more. Well, they probably ain't saying all that now at the age of 8. But you get what the fuck I'm saying, though. They is taking that belt, though. They take it by the time we talking about a real one. A real one. We talking about a real nickel. A real child. A real deal hood. A real deal hood little baby. They 8 years old, they taking that belt from that mama. I ain't saying they whooping the mama now. Don't put words in my mouth. That ain't what I said. But I said an 8-year-old boy or 8-year-old, 9-year-old boy is taking that belt from their mama. Who gonna stop him? Ain't no daddy in the house. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? If you is a man that's in the picture, you know what I'm saying, and that child is disrespecting his mama, disrespecting his teachers, and if you say do something, it take 5 minutes to get done, you better whoop that motherfucking child ass out the motherfucking frame. Because if you really love that child, that's your best bet. Because you don't want for that child to fall between you don't want that child to slip through the cracks. You don't want that child to slip through the cracks. I believe that children are the future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauties they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. And let the children's laughter remind us of how it used to be. I decided long ago never to walk in anyone's shadows. What's up, Indy? What's up, Janeth? Hey, sweetie. Love you, baby. All the way from Philippines. I see you now. If I fail, if I succeed, at least they have what they believe. No matter what they take from me, they can't take away my dignity. Because the greatest love of all is inside of me. You see what I'm saying? I'm doing fine, Jana. I'm glad you can stop by in the building. It's always a pleasure dealing with you. And you looking beautiful as ever every time I join your live stream. And I want you to keep streaming. I want you to keep striving. I want you to know that today is awesome, and so are you. And don't let nothing or nobody steal your joy. Because what seems like a mountain is only a molehill. You can do all things that strengthen you. I want you to continue to live, love, laugh, and learn. Live, love, laugh, and learn. And in America, it's folds up. Folds up. Live, love, laugh, learn. Folds up. So when you out there in the Philippines, I want you to be like, folds up. Folds up. Oh yeah, that's Whitney Houston. That's Whitney Houston. I can't take the credit. I can't take the credit for that. I can't take that credit. That's Whitney Houston. But know what I'm saying, like another thing I want to let y'all know is this. Like, basically, sometimes what you don't get right with the first child, you get right with the second child. Sometimes what you don't get right with the second child, you get it right with the third child. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's perfect. Parenting doesn't come with a manual. It doesn't come with a handbook. It's no rules and guidelines in parenting. You know what I'm saying? All it is just welfare people that take the child if the child ain't eating, and it's police that lock your ass up if you abusing the child. But it don't come with no pointers, and it don't come with no tips and tricks and actual basis of how to get it right. So sometimes what you don't get right with the first child, you get it right with the second child, and what you don't get right with the second child, you get it right with the third child. And then on top of that, if you don't get it, some people don't get it right with none of their children, but they get it right with their grandchildren, don't they? Right. You got to think about things like that. Some people don't get it right with none of their children. That's why they turn out to be such great grandparents. Because you know why? Because they regret drinking and drugging. They regret partying. And then they realize that, hell, they want to actually be in a child's life. Unfortunately, it wasn't none of their children, but hell, at least the grandchildren think they're wonderful. But sometimes with situations like that, it causes a rift because the parent knows who the person really is. What's up, Richie the Tycoon? What's up, Richie? Richie Rich in the building. So sometimes, know what I'm saying, the parent knows who that person really is, because the parent actually was raised by that person. But let the grandchildren tell it, you're lying on the grandmom. You're lying on granddad. Because guess what? You know a different side of that person that we don't know. We don't know hugs and kisses. All we know is instead of kisses, we got kicked. Instead of tricks, we got tricked. You see what I'm saying? We got belts put on our motherfucking ass. But guess what? Children today, all they know is this is just a wonderful person. But nah, this person ain't no wonderful person because you don't know the way that this person has You don't know the times police, how many times police done came to my house. You don't know how many times I had to lie to the police so this person wouldn't go to jail. And I was just a child. I didn't get the chance to feel the world around me. So sometimes I wish people would just take it easy on me. For I was just a child. And I didn't get to feel the I didn't get the chance to feel the world around me. I was just a child. I didn't get the chance to feel the world around me. Right, that's the deal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? True boss player, I know a little something. So, you know what I'm saying? So, basically, I want the world to know, you know what I'm saying, the key topics of the day is we're going to exercise this, we're going to exercise this, and we're going to exercise this. The key to the day is, yes, you take care, Andy. Thanks for stopping by now. You know what I'm saying? But now next time, hey, come on back again. You know what I'm saying? You know you always welcome here. My Sukasa, your Sukasa. You know what I'm saying? What I want the world to know, the lessons is it's important lessons for the day. The important lessons for the day is, ladies, it's nothing wrong with holding your man down. You know what I'm saying? I want every woman in America. I want every woman in Africa. I want every woman in the Philippines. I want every woman in Egypt. I want every woman in Hong Kong to realize it's nothing wrong with holding your man down until he gets on his feet. I don't give a damn how long it take him. If you's a real woman, hold your man down until he get on his feet. You know what I'm saying? That mean keep him filled with them food stamps. That mean put a roof over his head. Let him lay up. But at the end of the day, don't be no fool. So once he starts taking your car and feel like, oh, he supposed to pick you up, drop you off, 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 then he's really dogging your ass. And that means you need to go and find another brother to go get some food stamps to. That means you need to go find another brother to give a roof over their head to. Because evidently he ain't appreciating it. You giving him an inch, he want to take a whole 40-yard dash around this bitch. And that ain't cool. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, yeah, they don't like it when I say that. They don't like it when I say that. A lot of people ain't gonna like it when I say that. The women ain't gonna like it when I say that, and the fellas ain't gonna like it when I say that. Because the women gonna feel like, I ain't gotta feed him. I ain't finna put no roof over his head. But guess what? If you can't feed your man, if you can't put a roof over his head, then what fucking use is you? Really? Truly? And you know what I'm saying? The fellas ain't gonna like that because they feel like, man, why you giving them all the game, man? Why you giving them all the game, man? Well, damn, my brother. She's willing to feed you. She's willing to clothe you. Buy your socks, buy your drawers, and put a roof over your head. But you want to take the girl car and then have women in the girl car too? Come on now, we ain't doing all that. Even a true boss player has limits. Even a true boss player has limits. Like, for example, it's certain things I ain't gonna do. If I'm in a relationship with a woman, you know what I'm saying? I'm not finna mess with none of their co-workers. If it's a lady that work with you, I'm not finna. What's up, Richie? What's up, Richie Rich? Well, if it's a lady that work with you, I'm not finna sleep with her. I'm just not. The reason why is because you gotta look this lady in the face every fucking day, dog. You gotta look this lady in the fucking face every fucking day. You see what I'm saying? I would never sleep with a woman that you gotta work with. I don't give a fuck if you work at McDonald's. I don't give a fuck if you work at Wendy's. I don't give a fuck where you work, baby. If you actually giving me that good loving, if you actually giving me that good mouth, if you actually feeding me, buying me alcohol, buying me drugs, well, I don't drink and drug no more, but I'm saying, you know, back when the nigga was in that life, if you actually somebody that's sponsoring me, baby, I'm not finna mess with your coworkers. No, because really, your coworker don't want me. Your coworker sleeping with me to make you jealous. You know what I'm saying? Your coworker sleeping with me to make you jealous. You see what I'm saying? And another thing, what I ain't finna do is I ain't finna wear no wigs. I ain't finna wear no heels. I ain't finna wear no lipstick. I don't want the fame that bad. I don't. What worked for Tyler Perry is what worked for Tyler Perry. What worked for Martin Lawrence is what worked for Martin Lawrence. It don't work for everybody. And I'm not finna jock nobody's swag. I'm not finna copy nobody's style. I'm not finna ride nobody's wave. And if you didn't hear what I say it again. Because what I say, I stand on business. I stand on what I say. I stand on all 10. You see what I'm saying? If I say something, I can tell you, not only can I tell you what I said, I can tell you why I said it, and I can give you the reasons why I said it. Some people backtrack. Some people beat around the bush. Some people tap dance. I'm not one of them. I'm not one of him. So if you don't, some people, same way some people are allergic to real, some people are allergic to money. You got some people that's allergic to real. You got some people that's allergic to authentic. You got some people that's allergic to certified. You got some people that's allergic to officials. You got some people that's allergic to authenticity. You know what I'm saying? In this world, it's a whole bunch of followers. I'm just not one of them. Over here, if you right here on this channel, what you're not gonna have is no exaggerated. You're not gonna have no pontificated. We don't do none of that. Like how it happened is how it happened. Like for example, if I had $700 to my name, I'm not finna add a zero and tell you it was 7,000. If I was in a fucked up predicament and had to ask somebody for 50 cents, I was in a fucked up predicament and had to ask somebody for 50 cents. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck you gonna get from me is the motherfucking truth. None of that faking, none of that flogging. Like I bring it how I talk it. What I say is what I mean, and what I mean is what the fuck I say. You see what I'm saying? And what I said was, I'm not finna wear no wigs. I'm not finna wear no lipsticks. I'm not finna wear no heels for the price of fame. What I said was what worked for Tyler Perry is what worked for Tyler Perry. Shout outs to that brother. What worked for Martin Lawrence is what worked for Martin Lawrence. With the whole Sinead thing. But I don't want it that bad. I don't want it that bad. Bernie Mac ain't want it that bad. Hell. I almost said Cedric the Entertainer ain't want it that bad, but I think Cedric the Entertainer did well dress or wig, and one of his things, I think he did, if I ain't mistaken. I think Cedric the Entertainer has put on the dress or wig. He did some kind of little fruity mess. But anyway, who else? So, okay, Steve Harvey didn't even want it that bad. Whether you want to admit it or not, Steve Harvey didn't want it that bad. For me, when I was a child, I wanted my recognition. I wanted to be somebody, and I wanted to be a household name. You know what I'm saying? Whether it was rapping, singing, producing, directing, or whether it was stand-up. I never once needed lights and cameras for $1. I didn't. I want tomorrow. I didn't yesterday, and I don't now. I never needed lights and cameras for $1 because I've been getting money a long time. Even if I ain't got a pot to piss, guess what? Even if I ain't got a pot to piss, I know how to motherfucking make a wish. Even if I ain't got a pot to piss, I know how to make a wish. Same way they do at the Make-A-Wish Foundation. I know how to make a wish. I know how to sow a seed. I know how to water a plant and watch it grow. I know how to put it in the pot. I know how to flick my motherfucking wrist. You see what I'm saying? With the best of them. You see what I'm saying? Like for me, for example, I have never ever... I'm gonna tell you some real shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like to sound hard and sound gangster. I'm gonna tell you some real shit. Just to make you stay, I'm gonna tell you something real. Which I've been telling you things real the whole time. But just to keep you, just to actually get you to hold on to my hand a little longer, I'm gonna tell you some real shit. I ain't never killed nobody in my whole life. And yeah, I consider myself a real deal soldier. I consider myself a real deal street nigga, but I ain't never killed nobody. I never will. Because I believe that if you kill somebody, I believe that if you take a life, you can't get into heaven. I believe that if you take a life, you can't get into heaven. See? Know what I'm saying? Like, same way I seen it was like 1,000 people. Oh, I can see. I can't see exactly how many people, but I can see the ballpark. Same way I see it was like 1,000 people up there watching me. But as soon as I told you I ain't never killed nobody, now it's only 100 people. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes keeping it real, make people leave. Sometimes keeping it real, make people, know what I'm saying, let go your hand. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a flying fuck. And you can check this out. If you against me, you can go to fuck. Because I ain't no bad person. I ain't got evil in my heart. I ain't got no ill will. If I'm chilling with you, I'm chilling with you. If I'm vibing with you, I'm vibing with you. Know what I'm saying? Like, if you against me, and one thing about it, another thing, if you betray me, you're still off Jesus' plate. I'm just that good of a nigga. If you betray me, you're still off Jesus' plate. Know what I'm saying? Real shit. If you cross me, you do anything. I'm just that type of person. If you cross me, you'll do anything. That means you have no morals, you have no ethics, you have no standards, you have no values. Know what I'm saying? Like, what I want the world to know is this. And I'm gonna keep saying it. I don't care till the bills come home. I'm gonna keep saying it. I'm not telling nobody how to raise their child. I'm not telling nobody how to raise their child. But what I'm saying is, don't let your child grow up so fast. Don't let your child. That's the message of the day. Right on Hill right now, we're doing messages of the day, and we probably might talk a little about something else in between time. But we're doing messages of the day. The message of the day is this: a child that's not 12 years old or 11 years old should not have a cell phone. Now, if they want to play with your phone here and there, just because, they're a little 5 or 4-year-old that want to just play with your phone here and there, okay, cool. Know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, let's be real, sometimes it's grown people. Sometimes, a husband and a wife probably might want to go in the bedroom and get away from them kids for a little while. And sometimes the only way you can get them kids to go mind their business is to hand them the phone. Believe me, I've been there. I can honestly say I'm one of those type of people. I've actually had to hand children phones so me and mommy could go to the motherfucking back. So me and mommy can motherfucking do what the fuck we're doing. I've actually had to hand over my cell phone. So please don't feel like I'm knocking that. If you are an adult that wants to get it on with your wife or your baby mama or your girlfriend or whoever, if you was in the same way, and if you're a woman that wants to get it on with your husband, if you want to get it on with your baby daddy, if you want to get it on with your boyfriend, if you want to have that alone time, and you know that the only way you can go get them kids to sit down and mind their business is to hand over your cell phone, then by all means, hand over your cell phone. Because you deserve a little attention every now and then. You deserve a little bit of company. You deserve what the heart wants, what the heart wants. And guess what? You deserve the finer things. And the finer things sometimes is sex. People, what the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that matters. What the world needs, what the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that matters to me. Love, sweet love. It's the only thing that matters to me. Sometimes that's what the world needs is love. What the world needs is love, sweet love, and sometimes it's the only thing that matters. People, good morning. We ain't right now. We ain't even gonna say good morning, America. Good morning, America. It sounds good when you say it, don't it? Especially when it come off my lips. Good morning, America. But at the same time, we got people that but at the same time, I'm nationwide. I got people that's in Hong Kong that watch me. I got people that's in Indonesia that watch me. I got people that's in Egypt that watch me. I got people that's in and Nigeria that watch me. I got people that's in Europe that watch me. I got people that's in the UK that watch me. I got people that's in London that watch me. So I can't just say good morning America and let's leave all these people out. Especially when my ancestors ain't come from North America. You know what I'm saying? But yes, shout outs to America though. It's a wonderful motherfucking place. It's a motherfucking wonderful motherfucking place. And I'm glad to be a part of it all. I'm glad to be a part of all the festivities. You know? I just wish it wasn't no police brutality. I wish it wasn't no social injustice. I wish it wasn't no beefs about conflict and religion. I wish it was hunger no more. You know? I wish I didn't have to see people begging for change at the corner store. I wish I could just, if I could, I wish I could just give them all 20,000 and tell them go do their thing. I'm that type of person. I'm that type of person. You know? I'm a gangster, a baller, a hustler, and a caregiver. You understand me? If anybody asks you who I am, just get up real tall, look them in their face and say, I'm that mountain in the sky. I'm that river from up high. Glad I made it. I'm the world's greatest. I'm that little bit of hope when your back's against the ropes. Yeah, I did it. I'm the world's greatest. I am a mountain. I am a hero. Oh, I am a swift wind. I am the people. I am the marching band. I am a rally. Oh, I am a helping hand. I am your family. If anybody asks you who I am, just get up real tall, look them in their face and say, I'm that mountain in the sky. I'm that river from up wide. I done did it. I'm the world's greatest. I'm that little bit of hope when your back's against the ropes. I'm the world's greatest, people. I'm the world's greatest. And if anybody asks you who I am, just get up real tall. You look them in their face and you say, you let them know. You know what I'm saying? You get up real tall. I'm talking about tall as you can. You stand on your tippy toes if you got to. And you defend me to them people. Don't let them do me like they did Bill Cosby. Don't let them do me like they did R. Kelly. Don't let them say that it's P. Diddy and me. I'm going to say that again for you. Don't let them do me like they did Bill Cosby. Don't let them do me like they did R. Kelly. And don't let them say that it's P. Diddy inside of me. When them people ridicule me, when them people talk about me, when them people slander me, I want you to get up real tall. You look them in their face. And I said stand up on your tippy toes if you got to. And you let them know that I'm the world's greatest. That's what you do for me. If anybody asks you who I am. And guess what? I want everybody to have a wonderful day. I want everybody to have peace and prosperity. And I want to say thank you to everybody that joined this channel. I want to say thank you to everybody that has actually listened to me speak. Yeah, I know my autograph got to be worth 1,000. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm just as big as them other people televised. I know that. But guess what? At the end of the day, you could have been anywhere, but you chose to be right here. And I'm grateful for that. I wouldn't have it any other type of way. I want you to hang out with me. I want you to build with me. I want you to chill with me. I want you to learn with me. I want you to live with me. My sukasa is your sukasa. You see what I'm saying? My sukasa is your sukasa. And guess what? I'm gonna say it again. And it's gonna be a lot of people that don't like what I'm finna tell you. But what I'm finna tell you is what I mean. I wanna tell you that children are the future. Children are the future. And if you love your child, you better put belt to ass. If you love your child, you better put belt to ass, because you don't want for the crooked police to whoop your child. You don't want for the prison to whoop your child. You don't want for the streets to whoop your child. That's the message of the day, people. If that child is disrespecting his teachers, disrespecting his mama, and not moving quick enough when you say, you better whoop that child ass and get jiggy with that motherfucking belt, people. Because guess why? You don't want them robbing banks. You don't want them killing people. You know what I'm saying? It starts at home. You know what I'm saying? I understand that you may have got a whoopings and you feel like that's just no longer the answer. But guess what? That whoopings, them whoopings that you got, kept you alive, didn't it? Them whippings that you got made you able to come and watch me today. Them whippings that you got made it possible for you to come watch me today. With breath in your body. With eyes to see, ears to hear. Right? So give your child that same opportunity. So 30 years from now, your child can go and watch somebody too. Don't let your child life be cut short through the gang violence, due to slipping through the crack, due to narcotics or incarceration. It starts at home, people. Sometimes you have to whoop a child's ass to save a child's life. Like the people used to say when we was younger, coming up, right? This gonna hurt me more than this gonna hurt you. This gonna hurt me more than this gonna hurt you. And you be thinking to yourself, well, damn, how the fuck is it hurting me? I'm the motherfucker that's getting whooped. I'm the one that's getting whooped. So how is it gonna hurt you more than it's gonna hurt me? You know what I'm saying? How is it gonna hurt you more than it's gonna hurt me? But guess what? At the end of the day, children are the future. You teach them well and you let them lead the way. And guess what? You can learn from a child. You didn't know that, did you? You can learn from a child. You know what I'm saying? You can learn from a child. You can learn from a dog. You can learn from a snake. You can learn from a frog. The key to life is learning. You know what I'm saying? I know they told us on that song, money, power, respect. It's the key to life. Money, power, respect. How you sleeping right. Money, power, respect. Can't sleep at night. You'll see the light. How you feeling right. Money, power, respect. No, the key to life ain't money. The key, money, you can't take to heaven with you. Power, you only got that power until somebody come and take it from you. It's always somebody better than you. And respect is earned, not given. Respect is earned, not given. So guess what? With that being said, key to life is learning. This right here, people, can keep you out of so many situations. You know what I learned? You know what I learned in my 30 years? I mean, my 30 plus years? Yeah. 30 plus, not 30. You know what I learned in my 30 plus years? It ain't about who got the biggest gun, people. It ain't about who got the biggest clip. It ain't about who got the biggest magazine. No, people. People, please pay attention, people. It's about who got the fucking biggest brain out this bitch. Cause they'll bust your brain around this bitch. The biggest brain around this bitch. They'll bust your brain around this bitch. And I just made that up. Can't tell me I ain't raw as fuck. I just made that up. It ain't about who got the... What I said? I don't remember that shit. I said, it's about who got the biggest brain around this bitch. They'll bust your brain around this bitch. Biggest brain around this bitch. They'll bust your brain around this bitch. Know what I'm saying around this bitch. But what you claim around this bitch. Yeah. Know what I'm saying? And watch the company you keep. Watch the company you keep. Because guess what? If you're surrounding yourself with busters, you're going to be a buster. Hello. If you're surrounding yourself with suckers, you're going to be a sucker. You're standing up with 9 suckers, you're going to be the 10th one. You're standing up with 9 busters, you're going to be the 10th one. Watch the company you keep. Watch the company you keep. Watch as well as pray. You got to pray just to make it today. That's right. That's right. I said it, I'm gonna say it to the mountaintops.